top left, we do have Byun. And in the bottom right, it is SHIN. And the map is incorporeal. A mouthful for a non-native. Excuse me. But let's have a quick look at this map and how this pans out. So very interesting color theme. It's like Protoss and I don't know, purple. And yeah, there's your natural. It's in low or even ground natural here. And you have like a double ramp leading into that location and a third ramp. So you have like 3 bases on a high ground. Then you need to go expand to the low ground. And there's a mineral only base. That's kind of refreshing to see. It's not that this is gold base, but it does provide 2 more patches if you actually count these. Usually we do have 8, so this is 4, this is 4, and it actually has 3 more no, 2 more patches, excuse me. So this has 10 patches, minerals, and yeah, mineral intense playstyles for example, Protoss players could be very interesting to grab those bases. If you go very zealot heavy styles, for example. Or like a Terran, right? But I feel like this should be in a 3rd base location, you know? Something like this should be in a 3rd base location. It's very out there, it's just the middle, kind of. If you hold the center, you can get this base. There's not that many bases on this map, honestly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you already have to go into a non-gas base, 6. So even though this map is very huge, it doesn't have that many minerals to work with. So super late games, like we saw in that last game with Australia, it's not gonna happen on this map. I mean, you'll run out. Like, throw 3 armies away and then most of the map is gone. There's no more mining left. So this could be pretty good against Zerg, actually. And especially against the style that SHIN was playing, which is a vast exhaust style. This is like a map made for Maru, basically, right? Or TY. The Turtling Terran. The Queen is poke at this Reaper, but it went a little bit too far out. Well, the second Queen is going to be in position here to help out. 3rd hatchery on the way, 3rd command center very aggressively taken on the low ground. Interesting position by Byun here. Wants to get that out as fast as possible into that location. And I wonder if SHIN does see this. Unfortunately, he doesn't with the Overlord. Hellion production starting up. And Tackler being added for that starport here to swap around very soon. It's Byun, honestly. There's a fair chance that this is going to be an instant stim and a Viking or a Liberator. Maybe even a Medivac to drop in Hellions. But in the end, it's going to be most likely the Banshees. Stay safe. Stay alive. Now, only 2 Hellions so far. He does have a couple at home to stay safe, but he's skimping on Hellion production. And he's already relocating and making another reactor. This is going to be an early barracks transition, as you can see here. These barracks, basically, that are the Hellion number 5 and 6 and 7. And the reactor then added in would be number 8. Oh, SHIN still doesn't see this. It's a very early transition into barracks, so there's gonna be a fast stim follow-up timing here. He will still get 2 Banshees, but then we're gonna see probably, maybe even only 1 Medivac. I wonder how this works out, but he should immediately lift this one and make another reactor. Because you want to get the double Medivac production going as well, in addition. And he's exactly gonna do that. 4 Hellions roaming, but they're not really that big of a threat, even to creep control. It's not that big of a deal. 4th base being taken here. Byun is playing this like a timing attack. He's going into the double engineering bay, but that's not going to be in time for his first double medevac timing, I want to say. Oh, actually he's starting this very, very fast. This is such a cool transition. It's super, super quick. I mean, he doesn't even have this wall completed. He's not really aggressive at all. He's just like boosting his army into the mid game. And yeah, I wonder if he waits for 4 medevacs or if he just goes with 2. He doesn't really have that big of a marine count yet, so I wonder 4 might be better. He's gonna have 2 more barracks. Let's see if he makes add-ons or if he just uses them for blank marine production. He's actually gonna throw down reactors first. Yeah, so we're probably gonna see a 4 medevac push out. He could already use the first to poke a little bit. He does have stim. Combat shields is on the way, but this feels like everything's lining up so neatly here for him for a big attack with the 4 medevac setup here. And see, Hellions, if they're only 4, they're already struggling to clear even the creep before the scan runs out. Now SHIN is going into a road transition, and Byun is actually pushing out with his first group of marines. And he will most likely follow this up with the next set of medevacs and grab that tank and then go across the map here. This is such a high production value already, so early in the game. Now there's a bunch of links, but the Hellions are still at home. And the Marines are across the map. They will find a few Queens. That's a nice pick. Now, Lynx try to run in, but they run into Hellions. They run into Marines. The Hellions being sniped is kind of okay-ish, but not even all of them die. And in the end, pretty good defense here by Byun. Very big blunder there by SHIN. SHIN, can he defend at home? Roaches are gonna provide the stability, it seems. Already 2-2 on the way. He is so fast to the upgrades. +1 vehicle and plating basically, so it's gotta be also for the medevacs. He's gonna bolster his medevac defense. And this could lead into a Widowmine style. He does see the roaches though. That means like ideally you wanna have tanks against this. I mean, let's see how he's gonna play this, but yeah, he's gonna go into Widowmines. Is he gonna go into Drilling Claws? He could do this. I'm pretty sure he already has the armory, of course. He's making an upgrade from that, so he could grab the Drilling Claws. He has that still on that tech lab. I feel like that's something he should probably add. I mean, if you go for plating, right? Like, there we go, reactor, yeah, maybe he's forgetting this right now, but this is a setup to get the Drilling Claws and then get that high Widowmine production. There we go, Drilling Claws on the way. Extra barracks on the way. 4th base on the way. It's such a macro heavy play here by Byun. Really cool. That early kind of speed into the army here is like paying dividends right now. Even though he didn't kill much with the army, he's just securing so much map for himself. And there's like no pressure on him. So he can just macro freely behind this. 2-1 upgrades on the way here for SHIN. Bailing speed about to finish. That's a nice snipe on that Widowmine with that bile. Can Byun snipe these Banes? I feel like the answer is no. Oh my god, those Marines were about to path very badly. They wanted to evacuate to the tank, but then they didn't know where the tank was. So they ran left and right, left and right. And in the end, they stay alive, but they need to be careful. Ooh, and the tank anchoring this position. 12 kills on this bad boy. And the second tank is also pulling back here. This one's almost gonna be a hero. I guess he's a hero because he's dead now. Plating level 2 already coming in here. And Marauder heavy transition coming in now. So this is gonna be great against that roach composition, right? But already going into Ultralisks. No ghosts on the horizon yet. 3 upgrades before Ghost Academy. Definitely a little bit of an interesting idea here by Byun. And he will have this Widowmines to himself, but he is struggling to really find damage, so I mean, in the end, SHIN is getting away with a lot of things as well. He's already up to Ultralisks. This is looking so weird, by the way. Man, those Marines are packing a punch. He's even focusing down roaches at this point with the Marines. Now this is just a distraction. He does also scout the Ultralisks from this, but in the end it's all about this push here in the top right side. Ooh, Widow Mines do get some good connections, but this will be pushed back. Oh no, come on. You're kidding me, bro. Ba-da-dum. Blinding Cloud there on that bio might just be the breaking point. Shin's army a little bit too strong. No ghosts is a issue already. The chitinous plating is completed here. Now this bottleneck though. These banshees uncontested in the air. Nothing to snipe them down. The parasitic bomb didn't kill them. And in the end only 15 SCVs did die. So very, very solid defense here by Byun. He lost a bunch of his army, but as long as he can reproduce, it's not going to be an issue for him. He does have 4 command centers, so even losing that many SCVs is not that big of a deal. He does have the income. He does have a bunch of energy stacked on these orbitals. He needs to throw down another command center though. Triple drop here to the south could potentially just poke out this base while he's distracting here in the north. Banshee's now into the attack here. Should probably pull them back. It's gonna lose one of them to a parasitic bomb. The other one is gonna get into a different location. Oh, that's the perfect drone transport to catch here for Byun. He's gonna... Oh, he's gonna cut this off. I love it. He's gonna cut this off. He's gonna cut himself in. He's got no melee units allowed. You shall not pass the blood trail here. That's insane. And he will get a free pick on this base. That's a genius move here by Byun. And he gets all of the drones as well. And he can just walk away from this. What a play. What a game here from Byun. Nice connection on that Widow Mine here. Gets 6 kills to himself. He does have a few more in the mix, but unfortunately those get seen. Why is he using Banes now? That's so weird. Why is he not using a Ling? What a nice move. I love when maps do provide stuff like this. He's trying to drop in these units again, but he has a safe haven now where he can just evacuate to into the medevacs and just go there and heal up again. And then drop them out again on the other side. Widow Mines, can they get the nice connections? They do get some decent ones. Pretty good, actually. Deleting most of the banelings. Only 3 in the mix, if I count this correctly. A few more trailing behind here. Ghosts now ready for the EMPs, for the snipes. But the Vipers are faster on that trigger with the grabs. Only Ultras, though. Ultra with no support. It's not a composition that works. That's cool. This is an island now, by the way. Oh, he's not dropping inside. He's dropping outside. He wants to immediately go again. Now, he could do the same here in the north. He could just block this, put a tank or 2 behind, a Widow Mine or 2, the Banshee still on top, and then he can hold that with minimal supply and just have like a base down there, or up there, I guess. Now, Shin making more and more Ultralisks. 3-3 upgrades on the way. He's going for the mineral-only base in the center. Is this gonna work out for him, though? It's a very open base. And Byun is already going there. He's gonna immediately snipe that one. Can he get both bases? He's not gonna get the one in the south. Can he get the one in the middle though? Army is already here. So many Ultralisks. We need to see that liberated transition here from Byun in the near future. Or he's gonna have a very bad time. Widow Mines are not gonna do it. They're just not strong enough against those Ultralisks. You need like 5 Widow Mine hits to kill an Ultralisk, right? But this army, it's too flimsy. The support units are not there. Finally reinforcing links are joining the fray here, but it seesawed a little bit too much, and Byun does snipe the base. Is gonna evacuate with a nice stim here. Does have his command center already set up here in another location, and he will most likely grab this location to himself as well. And honestly, like, keep 1 marine behind here. Like, keep this one scouted, you know? Keep that 1 marine behind, and just have that intel whenever Shin is gonna try to open that up. Shin trying to do counterattack. It's gonna force a lift, but not really too much here. Most of these units are gonna get caught even by these units from that drop. Now this was lifted at an unfortunate timing maybe, but maybe it's just gonna be in time to replace this planetary. The planetary, can it stay alive? I think the answer is no. The army cannot stay alive though. That's the big issue here. Can Byun get his army out of that front line? And he does indeed evacuate to a strong location, but the rally was kind of broken here. And in the meantime, we also had an attack here over at the left, so 30 SCVs do go down. Very exposed worker status here by our Terran player. Pretty good sequence for SHIN. But in the end, he doesn't kill Byun, and you know, what is dead may never die. So Byun is still alive here. Or still not dead. He needs to balance his medevac production though. He's looking at 12 medevacs right now. He's producing 2 more. That's way too many supplies floating in the skies. Not shooting. And that's an issue. And this planetary is not ready yet. Again, a small counterattack is enough. Snipes on the Ultra. Expensive loss. Banshee is still here. Still poking. And this orbital should probably fly into the top right. There's a Baneling waiting. You can see that SHIN is text in this game. He's like utilizing Banelings like that, not links. It's basically the same, but the value is way different. He does attack in the top right as well, but we'll focus here on the bottom for now. He does actually pick off that command center, by the way, in the top. And maybe he picks off this command center as well. Oh my god, Byun is starting to fall apart, but his army is so strong right now. Can he stay alive, though? Now he does have... He lost this command center and he lost this command center. This was floating over, but he's only sitting at 4 CCs right now. He needs to get... He needs to get it together, man. He needs to get up production again. He needs to re-establish his economy. He's making 5 SCVs at a time. He has a 5th command center. Oh, in the main base, I guess, yeah. There's one more. Can he get some nice connections on those Widow Mines? There's so many Ultralisks. I feel like, though, the army of Byun is just too flimsy. It doesn't have the ghost count anymore. He's looking at 1 ghost. That's where those medivacs were so painful. That's a lot of money that could have been spent on ghosts. No, he's struggling. Oh, no, the Overseer has so much friendly fire. Oh, that was painful. Widow Mine's hurting him. I feel like the writing's on the wall here. Byun is starting to fall apart. Most of the supplies are medivacs, and the medivacs are getting cleared by these fungals and corruptors. And even though the ground army is staying alive for now, all of the air army did deplete. And yeah, what are you gonna do, Byun? What are you gonna do? Now both players are utilizing most of their army supply for this. Yeah, that's not gonna work. He's gonna try to run out of range, and he will manage to do this. He runs away with an orbital. He chases with 5 low health marines. He probably needs to lift one of these and get another location. I mean, honestly, grab this base, clean these out, make it an island, get that base. Get a few Widow Mines behind. It's not a permanent close. You can see these debris are being worked on right now. So unfortunately not a permanent island. Now it's open again. SHIN will retake the space. But it took him long. It took him like 10 minutes to get there again. Oh my god. No. 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 I can already see the future. I can see the future. And it's green. It's green. And it's not the Hulk. GG.